I am Professor Layton's daughter, Katrielle Layton. My father found out my real mother was deeply involved in the mystery of the hidden relics. And he set out to solve the relics mystery for my sake. However, 11 years ago, he disappeared along with my Uncle Luke. Investigating the relics mystery, I deduced that Southampton School Cathedral was suspicious. We ended up in a rather dangerous situation, but with Detective Britannius' cooperation, we were able to defeat the priests, and finally we reached the hidden relics location. However...
A few hours before Cart's arrival. The last mystery that humanity must solve, I may be able to leave it in your hands.
Dad! What's going on here? They must have been sleeping in here for a long time, for these past 11 years.
What?
Sleeping?
The relics were a device used to put people to sleep and take them on a trip through time.
Do you mean it's like a device that puts them into suspended animation like in the science fiction movies?
That's right. This technology is the relic's true identity.
So the reason that this room emits harmful energy is...
It's most likely because the ore that this room is made from contains a special component that can preserve people's cells. In exchange, it has a quirk. It kills the surrounding plant life.
But why are Professor Layton and Mr. Luke in here?
I don't know, but more importantly, we've got to wake up the two of them somehow.
We probably can't just pinch their cheeks, huh?
Obviously not.
Would it be safe to transport them like this?
Wait! You mustn't touch them yet! Who are you? I'm Marina. I'm Luke's wife.
What?
So this was the place. I've been looking for where these two were for a long time.
You were looking for them?
11 years ago, I was captured by the organization here. But I pretended to be one of them and investigated the relics. Because you apprehended the priests, I'm able to work freely now. I see. Mrs. Marina, do you know any way to save my father and Uncle Luke? I've obtained some information on the relics from within the organization. I've looked into how to release people from the coffins.
Hey!
This should be enough, but all we can do now is wait for them to wake up.
Will the two of them be alright?
Detective, could you take them both to a nearby hospital?
Alright.
Miss Layton?
What's wrong?
A relic stone. We've done everything that we needed to do. The doctor said that all we can do for them now is wait for them to wake up. I see. It'll be all right, Kat. You're worried too, aren't you, Mrs. Marina, about Uncle Luke? I am. But I've aged 11 years more than him now. I wonder what he'll think when he sees me.
Grandma.
I'm sure he'll be overjoyed. Huh? After all, he'll have gotten to see you again. Even if it's been 11 years, a reunion is a reunion. You're right. I'll get to see Luke again. My Luke. Mrs. Marina, there's something I'd like to ask you. Why did they have to put my father to sleep? I don't know everything about it, but I'll tell you what I know now. All right. They put Professor Layton and Luke to sleep because they needed substitutes. Substitutes? Long ago, Earl Delendar, a millionaire from London, obtained the Relics room. He used the room to try to send himself and his son to the future. For that purpose, he needed people to take care of the device for many years. He left that duty to the priests of the Grand Skull Cathedral. As compensation, Earl Dalendar expanded the church into a cathedral. That's right. But 11 years ago, the priests made a maintenance mistake, resulting in the death of Earl and his son. What? To protect himself, Dalendar had prepared dozens of plans. He made the priests maintain his suspended animation coffin. And he had those priests supervised by his own organization, Witch. This was the order he gave to that organization.
If my life is ever put in danger, annihilate the priests.
So, to make it look like the Earl was still alive, the priests used my father and Uncle Luke as substitutes. That would keep the organization's eyes off of them. Right. But why did the Earl think to use a suspended animation-inducing device in the first place? Did he just want to see the future?
So, we finally found the professor. This means that the mystery you've been working on for so long is finally solved.
No, not yet.
What do you mean?
There was a third coffin in the Relics room. There were also traces of it having been used.
That means?
There was one more person traveling through time along with Dad and Uncle Luke.
What?
That person was revived before our arrival. But how and where did they disappear to? There are plenty of mysteries that have yet to be solved. Take a look at this.
Is this a relic stone?
It looks similar, but this one is artificial.
What?
This is a challenge that the person from the third coffin left for us.
Who do you think it is?
I'm going to go now, Dad.
Who do you think it is?
I have an idea of who I think it is. We're going back to London.
Huh?
What?
Just tell us who you think it is.
I think the third person is Aldebaran, the so-called genius of the century.
Aldebaran left this stone for us?
At the time the relics were found, Earl Dalendar had hired Aldebaran. When you think about it that way, it seems most natural.
I've heard that Aldebaran was elusive and somewhat mad. We're supposed to find someone like him?
Yes, I'm not sure what kind of secrets are hidden within this crystal, but we've got no choice but to visit the estate where Aldebaran used to live.
So that's why we're back in London. I wonder what kind of person Aldebaran was.
Apparently he accepted requests to solve mysteries as a job. That means that even 100 years ago there were people like my dad roaming around.
He's that amazing of a person, huh?
Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to locate his estate so easily.
Alderaan Station is next.
So this is Aldebaran's estate.
It certainly is different, isn't it?
It looks like Aldebaran was an astronomer.
That makes sense. There's a lot of large telescopes, diagrams of constellations, and other things hinting at that.
He was definitely no ordinary astronomer. Taking these circumstances into account, he was an incredibly rich man!
Anyone can tell that much.
There are so many trophies here. It looks like he won every prize at the astronomy conferences he attended, but all of them are under the name Philip Raisley II.
That means Aldebaran was an alias, then.
I see.
He was an astronomer, and he had a great enough deductive ability to be called a genius. A mysterious detective who demanded a huge fee for his services.
Aldebaran. He certainly is a man shrouded in mystery.
I wonder why he left this crystal. It's almost as though he's asking for us to search for him.
I wonder what it does.
I'm confident that this is the key to unlocking his secret.
Cat, would you give my thoughts a listen? You've grown a lot, Cat.
You recognize me?
But of course I do. There isn't a parent in the world who wouldn't recognize their daughter just because she grew up.
Welcome back. Dad!
Cat!
Dad!
Cat!
There are so many things that I wanted to talk to you about! After you left, Grandma Rosa cheered me up. We moved too! We had to move because it was hard to live in the house that I lived in with you. But after I moved, I was able to make new friends. There were a lot of lonely times, but there were so many happy times too.
Cat! There's no need to rush, Cat. We've got plenty of time now. I'll listen to your stories every day. I'm so sorry, Cat. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for so long.
Dad, you're finally here. I missed you.
I missed you as well, Cat. I missed you very much.
The past doesn't matter. You're my one and only dad.
Yes, of course, Cat. From now on, I'll be with you always. I promise.
Really?
I will. I won't lie. After all, that's not what a gentleman does.
Dad!
Well, it is their first meeting in 11 years. Miss Layton looks so happy. Huh? Why are you in such a bad mood? Shell, you're not feeling like you just had your daughter taken away, are you?
No way. Give me a break. But to think those two aren't actually related.
Yeah, those two trust each other more than any ordinary parent and child. What?
Wait, can you actually hear me?
I can understand what you say.
Seriously?
Miss Layton told me about this before. You can understand what any animal says, right, Mr. Luke?
That's incredible!
It looks like I'm not the only one who can hear you, huh?
Yeah, right now, it's our biggest mystery.
Alright, Mr. Luke, did you get to see Mrs. Marina? Yeah, I did. Marina, it's been a while.
It's nice to see you again. I guess I'm older than you now.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this. And for being gone for so long, I caused you a lot of worry.
It's okay. I know you're the type of guy who'll go after a huge mystery before he'll support his wife.
You're being a lot more blunt than I expected.
It's true, isn't it?
Well...
It's okay. I fell in love with that part of you. My husband.
Marina? I see. Honestly, I'll never be able to compete with her.
Now, let's get moving. We're going to solve every last mystery. Aldebaran lived here roughly 100 years ago, so the building and equipment are old, but at the time, these were the newest technologies available to astronomers. Aldebaran charged large amounts of money for his puzzle-solving services. It's likely that he used all of that money for his astronomical research.
If Aldebaran was so dedicated to astronomy, I wonder why he put himself into suspended animation.
Maybe he was more interested in the relics than in astronomy?
Something in this room just doesn't make sense to me. It looks like Aldebaran wanted to show this room to someone on purpose.
Do you think he wanted to show someone his background?
That may be the case. But now, let us recall the situation. The hidden relics were a legacy left by ancient people several thousand years ago. However, the relics mystery had already been solved 100 years ago by a genius named Aldebaran. The one who requested that he solve the mystery was Earl Delendar. He wanted the ancient treasures mystery solved no matter how much it would cost. That was because he believed the legend of the relics.
The legend?
It's a time machine, though in reality it's a device that induces cryogenic sleep. It freezes people's body and sends them to a future far beyond their own lifespan. Depending upon how you look at it, it can be considered a time machine.
But why did Earl Delendar want the relics so badly?
You see, Delendar fell victim to an incurable disease. That's why he used the relics room to try to connect himself to a future with further developed medical technology.
After all, in the future, there's always a chance that there'll be ways to treat diseases that are currently incurable.
I see.
Dallender tried to put himself and his son Dylan, who was also the family doctor, into suspended animation using the Relics room. But there was one problem.
Huh? What kind of problem?
There was no timer in the Relics room. In other words, even if the time to wake up comes around, if no one is there to open the coffins, the people inside can't be released. To be woken up, you need a watchman who will let you know that it's time. Thus, Dallender ordered the priests of the Kransko Cathedral to protect the Relics room, his resting place, generation after generation. In exchange, he gave them an enormous amount of money for the expansion of the church.
The church was the perfect place to hide the relics, after all.
So Dallender completed his preparations and went into a deep sleep inside the Relics room. However, the Relics room was incomplete. 11 years ago, an accident occurred and Dallender died. The priests, who were being watched by the organization, had to hide this fact.
Then the professor and I just happened to come by, pursuing the relics mystery. Our timing was perfect for them. We were captured and put to sleep as the Earl and his son substitutes.
That's the whole story. But it appears that we weren't the only ones who were put to sleep. The person suspected in the third coffin was most likely the genius of the century, Aldebaran.
Earl Dallender wanted to put Aldebaran in suspended animation because of his absolute trust in him.
That or Aldebaran asked him to do it.
But what for?
I'm not sure yet, though we may figure that out if we solve the puzzle he's left for us.
Professor, it looks like there's another room in the back. Let's go take a look. This room's setup is amazing, too. Professor, what do you think this is?
Illustrations and formulas? It looks like the calculations for something's orbit.
Is that one the blueprint for a building?
It appears to be an underground facility. An incredibly large one as well.
What's wrong, Professor?
Aldebaran might have been planning something outrageous.
Dad, look at this!
Is that Taurus?
If it is, then Aldebaran is supposed to be in a different spot then.
What?
Whoa.
A globe, huh? It looks like there'll be a lot more things like this to come.
Well, this is a puzzle put out by the genius of the century. I say bring it on!
Kat, didn't you say that Aldebaran left a crystal? Would you let me take a look at it?
Sure.
At glance, it looks like a crystal based on a relic stone. This must be Aldebaran's challenge for us.
There are a lot of impurities inside of it. I didn't understand why a stone like this got cut and polished. Wait, I get it now. These impurities are the message, aren't they?
Yes! What is something that can be represented by a countless number of points?
The children of Abraham? No, something larger and more grand. Large and grand?
It's most likely that topic Aldebaran is best at discussing. The starry night sky!
The sky? What's that supposed to mean?
This must be it.
What?
Huh? It's beautiful!
It's like a planetarium!
What?
A star fell. Is this a message from Aldebaran?
This is showing us our next destination.
What?
You noticed too, Kat. I'd expect nothing less.
What do you mean?
The sky is the same as the sky that was in the painting in the observation room. The sky being displayed is the night sky seen from 0 degrees longitude, the place said to be the center of the world. Aldebaran is inviting us to a specific place. And that place is...
The Greenwich Observatory! Cat's mini corner. A magnifying glass is a must-have for any detective. They're also called hand lenses. The glass is a convex lens, which means it's thicker in the middle. It can magnify a lot of things, and no hint can escape.